your mouth and say, "Hit."
God damn it, I'm not drunk. Yeah, prove it to you.
Hey. Come on. Hey, stop that!
I'm
No.
sorry.
I don't know. I hit something.
You hit something.
By Highmore. Highmore, and it's in the middle of the road.
Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me get you a map. Do you know where you're at?
I believe I'm by Highmore.
Okay.
It sure hit and mashed my windshield.
Oh, no. Okay, do you think it was a deer or something?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, it was right in the roadway. And
Okay. And were you traveling with them then?
About that. So that means his face came through your windshield. It's a tough thing. Oh. Obviously deceased. I think he was deceased the moment he hit the car. And so he is lily white. Any light that hits that is going to glow.
I did not see him the night before. I'll swear on a stack of Bibles. I did not see him the night before. I did not.
So where were you looking when you were walking back towards Highmore? Did it establish that you were by Highmore?
Well, I guess I was looking, that direction. I mean, to the right, I was looking to look at the green Highmore sign.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking and looking to try and see that sign to make sure that's the... And then I turn around, and I'm looking into the ditch. So I don't know exactly where I turned around and saw him. I didn't see him. I did not see him.
So it was 400 and some steps from your car towards Highmore.
Okay.
You had to walk by him.
I might have walked by him, but I didn't see him.
But you also had to walk by the light. That's the really confusing part. Again, the light's still on.
And the flashlight's lit up and glowing.
Yeah, it's
not in the grass deep. I mean, it's on the very edge of the grass. So I mean,
it's like right on the edge of the grass. There's a couple blades of grass here, but this is all.
I don't know where I don't know where my steps were. I turned around. I did not see those things. I did not see him until the next day.
So we also walked back to the Highmore sign to see how close you have to get to see it.
Okay.
And I have 2015 and 2020, so I have pretty good vision.
Right.
And you had to go by. There was no question about it in order to read that sign.
Well, I mean, from what you're telling me, I'm not disputing that I went by, but I didn't see him at all. I did not see him until the next day. And I did not know about the glasses until you told me.
Let's look at it this way. Did you see something and just didn't pay any attention?
No.
I mean, because I know you're shook up.
Yes.
I know just from talking to you the next 2 days later or whenever we talked to you, you were still shook up. And I can appreciate that. Again, and it's like, so in light of that, I'm saying, did you just maybe not pay attention when you walked by? Or, I mean, I
was just scanning. I did not see him. I mean, I'm scanning, but I didn't, it's a camera light. It's not great either.
But if you're looking for a deer,
you'd be looking at the ground.
You're looking at the ground, aren't you? Wouldn't you look at the ground?
I looked both, I kind of did. I mean, I don't know where my hand went exactly, but I did not.
That's impossible to know.
Right.
We get that.
But I did not see him. I did not see him. No. I did not see him. I don't know what else to tell you.
You know what, Jason? I'd have an easier time believing this if he still had clothes on. Because he had
I saw him in
blue shirt.
Yeah, a dark shirt.
And
and
jeans.
But I didn't look. We didn't look at him real close the next morning either. You know, when I saw him, when I found him the next morning. I did not see him that night. No, I did not. I can see how you say I should have seen him, but I didn't see him.
And I'm just doing it from a logical...
I did not see him.
That's what I'm just saying. It's from a logical perspective, and that's what we're talking about all along here.
Mm-hmm.
We from a logical perspective, if you went by that, I'm looking, I would have seen that. And we asked a number of people, so when you go looking for a deer, you know, what...
I scanned into the ditch and walking back towards my car, but I did not see him.
We also say, I mean, the people we talked to said, so I was in a meeting with a group of investigators, and I said, how many of you hit a deer? Every single one in that room. And there was 9.
Right.
I said, how many of you did not know you hit a deer? Every single one of them knew they hit a deer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think the phone part came. That explains that part. That kind of explains that part of it. The part of him laying on the side of the road.
But then the next morning, we found him at 9:30. People had gone by, and they didn't see him either.
Yeah,
you know?
and we saw that.
Right.
Joe and I saw that.
Right.
But you know what? I mean, he was off the level.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as you were on from the fog line over, you could see his body. You could see the white. But if you were like walking down the center of the road,
okay,
which I'm thinking if you just hit something, you're not going to walk down the middle of the road because those cars come along pretty fast,
mm-hmm.
and you didn't want to be a statistic either.
Mm-hmm. But I don't remember any cars coming when I was there until the sheriff came. I did not see him.
So nobody stopped by and see if you were
needed help or anything? Nope. I called 911 and the sheriff came. That's the only.
So those are the only
2 that went by that I don't.
That you noticed.
I mean, when the sheriff came, you know, I kind of, like I said, I'm looking at the car. He's on my side. I don't remember anybody going past then, but you know, up to that point, nobody had come. You know, nobody.
But you were also on your phone too, as well, though, right?
Well,
you were calling people and saying, "I just got in a crash."
On the way home.
Well, that's on the way home.
Yes.
Okay.
After I got the sheriff's. No. Yes.
Okay.
I didn't call until
But you had sent them text messages with the photos and, hey, I got into an accident. I'm okay. Car not so good. That was during that time, right?
Well, I took the photo,
mm-hmm.
and then the sheriff comes. I don't think I send it until I leave the sheriff. I don't think I call anyone until I'm going down the road again.
And that's when you send the text messages to Nadvig and Borman? Then?
Somewhere, yeah.
Okay.
And we just want to get, we want to make sure we get everything in the right order.
I did not see him the night before. Absolutely not. I did not see him until I discovered him the next day. And got Tim, got the sheriff. I never saw the glasses until you told me when we were here in this room. You know, I was looking at the insurance. That's all.
I mean, you have to give us a little something here, Jason. Okay. Initially, you were driving down the middle of the road. We know that's not true. You were 10 and 2 driving, and you didn't see this guy walking down the middle of the road. We know that's not true. Jason, you're a good guy. You're not used to being in this pickle.
I'm am a good guy, yes.
I agree. You're not used to this. We're used to people that are used to being in that seat.
Right. I understand that. I mean, I understand
So that's
the
why
process.
we're, and I know you understand the process. I'm not second guessing that at all. What I'm saying is, if you look at it from our perspective,
Oh, I get it.
okay, things haven't been straightforward by any means. In fact, some people would call you a liar.
I am not a liar.
Some people, I'm not calling you a liar. I'm saying there's some mistakes made here, though. You would have to agree with that.
I don't know what I'd have done differently. I did not. I believed I was in the road, and I believe I set my phone down, shut the radio off, and was looking to put the cruise control on. And I didn't find him. I did not find him until the next day. I mean, it pains me tremendously to hear that his face went through the windshield. But I didn't look over. I was trying to stay alive myself at that point and get over. And I looked at the car, and I didn't see any blood. You know, I've been thinking to myself, if his face went through, it had to be blood everywhere. You know, would have been on the car. Because you got more skin here than
Actually, that's not true, because
Okay.
I believe he was dead on impact.
Right.
The second you hit him, he was dead. His heart's not working anymore. He is dead. So it's not pumping anymore. It's just sitting there.
Okay, well,
It's just sitting there.
okay, well, I didn't know that. I mean, but that's how I was envisioning it.
And I could
I mean,
see,
I was thinking, you know, I was
That's
thinking
what
the
I'm
back
saying.
of his head, and
I'm trying to clarify it for you as well.
right. Well, that's it, because I would
Like,
obviously like to know what the, you know, how he rode the car and where he ended up and everything. You know, it never made sense to me. You know, and I figured it had to be the back of his head, and hair doesn't have the capillaries and everything your face has to spread blood, because there's no blood that I saw in the car or even on the outside of the car when we looked at it. You know,
but it is a red car.
well, that's it. It's a red car, and it is dark.
Yeah.
You know, the people have been like, oh, there was blood on
The second you hit him, he was dead. His heart's not working anymore. He is dead. So it's not pumping anymore. It's just sitting there.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. I mean, but that's how I was envisioning it.
And I could see,
I mean, I was thinking
That's what
the
I'm
back
saying.
of his head, and
I'm trying to clarify it for you as well.
right.